we will have a stewardship testimonial from Sally Daniel.
When I was asked to do the Why I Support CVUU talk, I readily agreed. My husband and I joined this church in 1981. Yeah, before many of you were probably born. The first time we were asked to pledge, that very year, someone came to our home to ask for money. Luckily for him, I was raised in a Presbyterian church and began giving a quarter out of my allowance each week at age 12. In other words, I had a history of church giving. But I also had another history. My family was frugal. Well, that's a nice way of saying it. We didn't mind if you called us cheap. I married a frugal guy, and this has worked for us. We rarely buy things that aren't on sale. We eat what is on sale. We wear what is on sale. And we sit and lie on furniture that was on sale. Don't even get me started about buying a car. Steve won't even go with me when I'm picking out a car. It embarrasses him, my haggling. I tell you these things about me today because I'll admit that giving to the church presents a problem for people like me. Can I get the sale price here? What would that be? If I don't come to church every week, can I reduce my pledge to just on the Sundays that I come? How about if I work at the church, if I paint or clean or something, can I take the worth of my labor off the pledge? It's a challenge. So this is how I justify a generous pledge. CVUU is 1, where I brought my children and had them supported and educated throughout their childhood. Those now grown men retain those lessons, that atmosphere of this place, of you people. Thank you. What do I owe you for this? 2, this is where my values were given a chance to grow. We live in a world where people are divided into worthy and unworthy, or saved or unsaved. It is us versus them. In the words of my once teenage son, it was hard to be a UU since them is so often us. Yeah, that first principle and all the ones that follow it are things that I use or try to use in my life. How much do I owe for them? 3, this is where my people are. Driving down my street on an election time makes me feel pretty lonesome. Who are these people? I get to come home here to you, my people. And although we might disagree, about many things, I know that I am valued. And if I listen to you, I might even learn something worth knowing. What is the price for this? Well, since everyone's situation is different, there is no one-size sticker price for CVUU. Our family's pledge has ebbed and flowed over the years in relation to how our lives were. 2 young children with huge medical expenses, pledge was low. Luckily, there were people in our congregation that, through their generosity, carried us through those times. Thank you. So here we all are, and we have a decision to make about how we can support CVUU. Let me challenge you to look at your income and see if you can give at least 3 to 5% to the church. That's a lot less than what the other churches talk about tithing at 10%. But if that figure shocks you, and it may, Think about what that figure means on a weekly basis. What needless purchase could you give up to increase your pledge to the church? If you buy a $3 cup of coffee on your way to work each day, you're spending about $1,800 a year on coffee. Couldn't you make a cup at home and then give the rest to the church? What other wants, not needs, wants could you divert to the church? My church, our church, needs your support. I hope that you will use this stewardship time to learn the joy of generosity. Thank you.